Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady where I help home business owners win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. And so yesterday we got a win. There were new rules yet again for the Paycheck Protection Plan. Okay. So let's back the truck up. So we know with the coronavirus, the government through the Small Business Administration issued was giving relief to small businesses. One of those was through the Paycheck Protection Plan, and but that came with the initial release was a debacle. That was just a hot mess. Y'all know what happened with the larger corporations scooping up a large percentage of the money that was really intended for small business owners, the mom and pop shops that are right around the corner type thing. So there was a second wave of the Paycheck Protection Plan that was released. More people got funding, but still that came with some, it is still coming with a whole bunch of mess. So that's the reason that this change was necessary. So this is called the Paycheck Protection Plan Flexibility Act, okay? Because we got the CARES Act, we got the HEROES Act, we got all these kind of acts. So this is the Paycheck Protection Plan Flexibility Act. And what it does is that it puts some provisions in place that's going to provide some relief for forgiveness for small business owners. So the first thing that it does is that it extends that 8-week period to use those Paycheck Protection Plan funds to 24 weeks, which is great because one of the issues that small business owners were having was that employees that were receiving unemployment insurance, they were making more money on unemployment than they were going back to work. So small business owners were having a hard time getting employees to come back to work because the math just didn't add up. So with that, that extra $600 a week that people were getting, folks was like, why would I give this up when I'm making more money at home? Okay. So now having that 8-week period extended to 24 weeks, because the unemployment part is supposed to run out in July. I'm not exactly sure of the date, but now that there's an extension of that time to spend the money, that gives employers more time to get people back to work and to actually use the funds in the way that was intended. The second thing that it did is that it reduced the amount that is required to be spent on payroll for eligibility. So the initial Paycheck Protection Plan said that in order for you to receive forgiveness, 75% of those funds had to be used for payroll. Okay. So now, and then only 25% can be used for other things like rent, utilities, those other types of expenses. And what this bill did is it lowered that amount of forgiveness from 75% to 60% of the amount of funds that need to be used on payroll in order to seek forgiveness. And so that also gives business owners a little bit more money, percentage of money available to pay those additional expenses, that we were just talking about. So that part is really good. And then the last thing that this did is that it extended the loan time. So the Paycheck Protection Plan, originally, you had 2 years at 1% interest to pay this loan back. Now it's been extended to 5 years, which is absolutely great because depending on how much you got, and the way your business is, that 2 years might just be right around the corner. So, and I do believe there was a change in when the first payment was due. Let me see if I see it real quick. I do believe that the first payment on the Paycheck Protection Plan loan was 6 months after the forgiveness part, but I do believe that was changed to 10 months. Let me see if I can find that to confirm. I'll add it. I don't see it right off in my notes, so I'll go back and double check that to see when the first payment is actually due. But anywho, so if you receive Paycheck Protection plan funds. Just know that now there is more flexibility in how you can use the money, how long you have to pay it back, and so that's going to help in your forgiveness. The application is still out. The application comes from your lender. Now, if you go to your tax professional or your CPA to help you fill out these forms, like banks are telling you to go to your tax professional and your accountants, please expect to pay for this service, because banks did not pay uh, accountants for helping to apply for these funds like they were supposed to. I don't know anybody that got paid any money that these banks got for their fees. I don't know any CPAs or tax professionals that actually got paid to help apply for these funds. Okay, so just know that there may be an additional fee for that service, but that's why. Okay. So, so that is really some great news for small business owners that got a paycheck protection plan. The loan forgiveness application is out. I don't know now if it's going to change at all, so we'll just have to keep our eyes open for that. But that's it for today, you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in to Home Biz Tax Talk. Again, we air Monday through Friday, and you can come right here to get your questions answered about your home business taxes. All right, have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.